wanna get away, but I could use some company. If you're alone like me, we could go on a trip. Girl, I wanna see the sun, dive into the deep ocean, dance with you all night long, move as you swing your hips. Let's take a break from the stress and the hate. Feel the loving, feel the rhythm, singing oh na na, oh na na. I wanna go.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You have reached the right place and at the right time. This is Mindset Monday. Yes, it is Monday, and I'm super excited to be here. Hi, everyone. My name is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach ILLY. And as we do every single Monday in the charge room, we have Mindset Mondays. Now, what's Mindset Mondays? Mindset Mondays is a place where you can start your week so you can get some tips in how to better manage your week. Because every day is not a good day. No, it's not a good day. We may wake up and we are not in a good mood, or we may wake up and we're in a fantastic mood. And during the course of your day, the mood may change based on what we see, what we hear, what we experience, right? And each of that will affect our emotions. And how that gears up to us is how we respond to whatever is going on around us. So it's not what's happening, it's how we respond. And I always say another thing: everything does not require a response. Because there was a time when I didn't take that rule into effect of my life. If someone had something to say, I had something to say back. But now it gets to the point, like, is it worth it? Because when things escalate, what happens next? You're all in a frizzy, anxiety is up, things trigger to an even higher level of escalation. Things could get very damaging. We could make the wrong decision, put us in the wrong places where we don't want to be, and we'll be sorry about it later. So everything does not require a response because people have egos and they have pride. And ego and pride, I always say, will ruin a relationship and may ultimately ruin your life. So sometimes we have to take a step back and analyze exactly what's going on. Say, like, identify, is this worth it? How does this benefit my life? If it's not worth it and it doesn't benefit your life, take a step back, breathe, and smile. Everything does not require a response. More also, like, I always believe in protecting your energy. There's not always positive people around you. There may be negative, and then we may do it to ourselves. We may have negative self-talk, and a lot of things are going on in our heads that are not positive. And sometimes we may overthink. That'll bring us to a place where we cannot manage our stress, and anxiety is at an all-time high. So tonight's episode is about how do we manage stress and anxiety. It is extremely crucial for us to maintain good and positive mental and physical health for our well-being. And we're going to go through some tidbits on how you can better manage your stress and anxiety. So let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, let me stop. Let me back up a bit. I want y'all to like what's going on. I want y'all to share it. I want y'all to subscribe to the YouTube channel of The Charge Room, because every Monday I come here and my goal is every Monday to give you a tip that you can take with you to help better your life, help better your lifestyle, help minimize your stress, help you protect your energy, help you walk with peace and joy and happiness in your heart. And most of all, make sure you practice self-care. Self-care is so important because if you don't take care of yourself, it is impossible to take care of other people. And a lot of times, what we do, we give ourselves to everyone else and have no energy for ourselves. And that's what we don't want to do. We just don't want to do that. And if you are doing that, which is most of us, I want y'all to take a step back. We're going to breathe and you're going to have a seat every Monday between 7 and 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And you're going to come to hear Coach ILLY in the charge room on Mindset Monday. Okay. So you can get some tidbits. So let's talk about how we will, moving forward, manage our stress and our anxieties. Okay. So, first thing I want to step up to the plate is deep breathing and meditation. Now, what I also do is I do a platform on Tuesdays at lunchtime from 1 to 1:30 on the We Empower Network. That's the WIN Network. That is also on Facebook Live under the We Empower Network page. And we also generate our show on YouTube on the We Empower Network page. So you want to subscribe to that page too. So I'm on there Tuesdays between 1 and 1:30. So come have lunch with me. Okay. So back to our normal show. So I do a deep breathing meditation just for a few moments to help us calm our afternoons, right? Just to get us in a space where we can regain a smile on our face. Maybe you had a rough morning. So breathing exercises. So simple, breathe in, breathe out. And I will also say, do it like 3 times, 5 times, but always on the last one, I always can hold it for 5 seconds longer. Breathe in, breathe out. So if you do breathing exercises and you sit and meditate with yourself just a moment, just for a few moments, you owe it to yourself. And just those few moments, you will feel relief in that and you will feel a release in that. So just take it a try and do it. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. Do it 3 to 5 times. And on the last time, hold your breath for 5 seconds longer and then take it down and watch how some of that stuff just chips off your shoulder. So that's being mindful, being mindful. So with also being mindful, move in the present moment. And what we do sometimes, we overthink of things that's happening, maybe the end of the day, what you have to do after work, what you have to do after you get home. Sometimes just that will be too overwhelming. It'll just send some people like, oh, I just can't. Like there's some people that just go, I can't. But you can. So what you're going to do instead of thinking so many hours ahead or days ahead or weeks ahead that may overwhelm your thought process, move for the moment. What are you doing right now? Where are you right now? Are you emotionally present right now? Are you emotionally available right now? Are you are you presenting well right now? And just work for the right now moments. Walk into the next 15 minutes, walk into the next 30 minutes, walk into the next half hour. That will minimize your stress levels. of what's going on. If it's hectic, if you're in a toxic space, take a step back, breathe, and become mindful. Where are you right now? Because sometimes you can't think until the next 5 minutes. Sometimes you have to stop and say, okay, God, get me through the next 5 minutes. Sometimes life gets so challenging and your head gets so full that you cannot think past 5 minutes. I've been there. So I know how that feels. And then graduate yourself 15 minutes into 15-minute intervals, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 1 hour. Breathe, step back, see if you're present, look how you are presenting, talk confidently, and keep going. I believe in you, you could do it. So that's something that you could do to manage stress. So another thing that you could do is you can engage in a regular physical activities. Some people, you may have a gym membership. Some do not. There's so many things that you could do at home. And if you have animals, you could walk your dog or yeah, walk your dog around the block a few times. And I will always say, if you have children in the house and, take a walk with your children after dinner around the block a few times, that and do it as a family. Everybody walking, get some air after dinner, walk that off, get some night air, and you shower, take a bath, and everyone go home and sleep, have a restful sleep. One, the deep breathing calms your nervous system. And then two, the mindfulness helps you, again, like I said, reduce anxiety. The regular exercise helps increase your physical body movements, because sometimes when we're working, especially if you sit in a cubicle at a desk on a computer, you're sitting in that spot, and depending on how intense your work level is that day, you're just sitting at that one spot and on the computer. You have to take breaks. There's one exercise when doing that. You could work for 25 minutes, time yourself, work for 25 minutes, and then get up and walk for 5 to 10 minutes and then come back or go do something. And then it also helps if you work at home. You can keep your home tidy and keep your work productivity, just keeping it flowing. So you will work 25 minutes and then you will get up and do something around the house for 10 minutes and then come back to the computer and start working again for 25 minutes. And you'll be surprised on how much you've accomplished with doing that particular exercise. So also, when you walk, you jog, you do yoga, you release endorphins, which also releases stress. Something else that you could do is get some adequate sleep. Sometimes people do not sleep with enough hours during the day. Some people are operating on 2-3 hours of sleep. Most operate, the average is 4 hours of sleep. 7-8 hours of sleep is a amount of sleep that will keep you, is adequate sleep. 7-8 hours adequate sleep. You wake up refreshed, your body is rested, your mind is rested. And I have to also say that about resting your mind, because some people minds, they race to a place where they can't relax. You have to focus on something that your mind can relax. One, breathing does help. It really does, because I do it myself. And also I use aromatherapy. I have a diffuser and smells. I love like floral smells. Sometimes a little woodsy mixed in, and the diffuser really clears my head and relaxes my nervous system. It just does it for me. Everyone has something different, but that's what does it for me. And then also what I do, I listen to jazz music. Jazz music takes me to another zone and I just start flowing and my mind is relaxed. So some people want to lay down and sleep, but their mind still races. So do something that you can focus on to not allow your mind to race and just breathe and relax. There's something else I also do. I have a stress pillow that I put in the microwave and I put it around my neck. And it calms me. It calms all in this tension type area. And then I have a weighted lavender face mask bag, and I put that on my eyes when I lay back and breathe. That helps too. Um, so get adequate sleep, or even take cat naps. Some people don't believe in cat naps, but or power naps. Power naps work, 15-20 minute power naps. Set your watch or your alarm on your phone for 15-20 minutes for a quick cat nap or power nap. So you could feel rejuvenated in the midst of your stressful day. Also what you could do is eat a balanced and nutritional diet. I know it may be hard because everybody seems like they're in a super, super rush, but we have to be mindful. Again, practice mindfulness, stay in the now. What may help you is become disciplined in your time management. Create alarms where you know what you want to do. So if you practice at 25-minute on the computer, 10-minute off the computer, do your alarm for every 25 minutes and then do it for 10 minutes off. Or if you want to um take your break at a certain time, you'll have your alarm go off. Just set, if you become more disciplined in time, you will see as time goes forward that you are changing and you will be in sync and you'll be mindful that this is what you're doing. um Even sleeping, you know when you wake up you're feeling refreshed, and put a timer on when you want to eat, uh what you want to eat, plan it out, do a meal plan, create your meal plan on Sundays for the week, and do it as if you're in a partnership, do it with your partner, do these things together or do it as a family. You will see the structure of your home environment change. Um, I know coffee drinkers out there, you got to have your caffeine, but caffeine contributes, can contribute to anxiety. So if you avoid caffeine, avoid sugar, avoid alcohol, again, those are some things that contribute to anxiety. So next thing we're going to talk about is time management. And time management is something that many, many people are challenged by. So with time management, like I said, take tasks into a smaller, manageable part not prevent to prevent yourself from being overwhelmed. So, like I said, do something for 25 minutes or even 30 minutes, and then take a break for 10 to 15 minutes, and then come back to it. Sometimes also, when you may get triggered by something happening or going on, or some malfunctions that may be going on. And sometimes, like, if you're on a computer, like, the program that you're working on may, freeze, or something on your program is not working. It will trigger you to become angry, right? Um, step away. Step away from the computer, breathe, get up and go do something. Go drink some water. This is the time, even again, like on your breaks, drink water, because so many people do not drink enough water. And actually, we should be drinking a gallon or close to a gallon as we can per day. And something as simple as a headache, a gallon of water a day will minimize even getting headaches, right? So just take these little tidbits of mine, because our lives are busy. Our lives are overwhelming at times, and we may not think and be mindful of what's going on a right now, because we have so many things that's contributing to overwhelm us and bring us anxiety. So again, with time management, take breaks and bring down the um, task into smaller parts, like compartmentalize them into smaller parts, so you can prioritize what's most important, what must be done today at this particular hour, and focus your attention on the immediate needs of what needs to be done for the day, and then whatever else, let it follow suit. And you know have social supports. Some people don't believe in social supports. I say it so many times, people need people. Humans need humans. We need each other. Remember that term, it takes a village? It really does. We need each other to rely on each other to get through the day, to vent sometimes. Again, I always say, don't vent to Poo Poo and Ray Ray. Don't, vent to people that can help you find solutions. Don't vent to people that contribute to the problem. I'm a solution-based person. You can't bring me a whole bunch of stuff and keep telling me about it and you're not doing anything to it. One, I'm going to start charging you for calling me. And two, I just want you to have a solution to your problem. Like, aren't you tired of coming and talking about the same problem after problem, year after year? This is one girl I know. I probably know her for about 25, 30 years now. And she's always her victim. She's always the victim. Everything else is the problem, and it's never her. And I told her, you are the only person in my life that never comes to a solution based situation. She's the only person. And I was like, don't you think there's something she just doesn't see it? Like, so asking her, like, don't you think there's something wrong with that? Like, you can't, because she just doesn't and won't. So sometimes you just have to get it. And no matter how much life happens to her, and I mean, really, there's some really serious things that happens to her, and she still just doesn't get it. And I just always pray for her, because everybody doesn't get it. So have great social supports. And even with having social supports, participate in the role that you're playing at the moment. Again, mindfulness. Who are you at this moment? What are you doing at this moment? Is this benefiting you at this moment? And be accountable at this moment. Stop being in denial about everything. That I think that is not even that I think. I know that is a helpful place to be, to when you take accountability, you find yourself more to seeing more solutions than sitting in the same problem that keeps festering and festering. It becomes overwhelming, and it creates a toxic situation for you. You may even be creating toxic relationships and you don't even know it, but you want to blame the other person because you're the victim. You're not always the victim. You could be the problem and you just don't want to admit it. So if you just take a step back, breathe, and look at what's going on and be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Spend time with loved ones, spend time with family. Again, they're your support system. Um, spend time with people that can benefit you. I always say, don't allow people to waste your time. Don't don't invest in people that like to waste your time. Um, because people will do it because you allow them to. And you will find yourself, those are the same people that take you for granted or may break your heart. Because you love them so much. And a lot of time family members will do it to you. Even your children, they'll do it to you. So you take a step back and think about it. Like, that's where I believe in setting boundaries and not feeling guilty about it, because you always have to protect your energy. So if you can't find someone to share your feelings with, friends or family, somebody you trust, try therapy. Talk therapy works. As long as you tell the truth and you are participating and taking ownership in what you're bringing to the table, therapy will do wonders to save your life. Definitely save your life. So, um, also with spending time with loved ones, you want support, but also give support. Give support and give understanding. Sometimes you have to sit and listen. Listening is free. Listening is free, right? So, again, continue to practice mindfulness and your relaxation techniques. That will that will create great harmony in your spirit. And you learn how to smile. I notice when people are stressed out all the time, they forget what it feels like to smile. And it's a sad place to be, and it's even sadder looking at somebody that you love and you care for, and they're always sad and they try to smile and cover it up and hold themselves together, but when they cross their threshold at home, they break down. Tears are there. They're not doing good and they don't want to tell anybody. And you, as a friend, like, I always believe in stepping up to the plate. Like, look after your friends. Look after your strong friends, because your strong friends are the ones holding it together. You may think you're holding it together, and you may say, "Oh, I'm not strong like so and so." Check in on your strong friends. Check in on your strong friends, because your strong friends need love too. So while you want support, be mindful and give support as well. So I'm going to just say this because it's almost time. It is almost time. Our time is always up. Please take time out to put yourself first. A lot of times we are stressful because we're helping other people, and we sometimes make poor decisions. We mismanage our time. We mismanage our love. We mishandle ourselves. We don't practice self-care. We neglect ourselves. We don't look at ourselves in positive ways. So then your negative self-talk starts talking to you, and you're neglecting yourself to the point where you may not even go to the doctor. You may not be tidying up your home. You may not be combing your hair like you normally do. You may not dress as sharp as you used to, because you just get up and put on any old thing. Well, let me just put on any old thing and go out and just do whatever I got to do so I can get this day over with. Well, if you greet that day like that, that day is going to give you back the same energy that you give it. So I always say, wake up with positivity in mind. Wake up Speak affirmations. Speak life over your life. Speak and manifest what you want. Stop walking around in misery. Stop thinking that you don't deserve to smile, to be loved and feel good, to look beautiful and do whatever your heart desires. Stop thinking that that is not for you, or you're never capable, or that'll never happen to you, because that's a lie. If you speak negative, then that's what you're going to get negative. If you say, oh, I can't do this, then you won't do it. But if you speak and say, this is what I want to do, write it down, make it plain, pray about it, and keep walking with it in your heart, because one day it's all going to come together. But if you don't want it bad enough, why should somebody else want it more for you? Why should somebody put energy in something that you're not even putting energy in? So if you want something in life, don't look it to the left or look to the right and compare yourself to someone. Don't do that. Look straight ahead and speak life into your life and speak out what you want. Write it down, pray about it, tell God about it, and you walk and keep walking and watch God. Watch how whatever you want will manifest. But if you want to say negative things, think negative things, hear and just be around negativity, that's all your life is going to be about. Because I walk with positivity. I walk with good energy because that's me. I want to be of good energy. I want my energy to rub on you if you don't have it. Because I'm gonna speak to inspire you. I'm gonna speak to empower you, because God gives us life to live abundantly. He wants us to be happy. He doesn't want us to be sad. He doesn't want us to be miserable. He doesn't want us to be stressed out. He doesn't want us to be angry, bitter. He wants us to be happy and live life abundantly, because he gives us power, he gives us light, gives us love. He loves us. He teaches us how to love him, love us, and even love our own enemies. Practice forgiveness, y'all. That's another thing that keeps people stressed out. They don't know how to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness will save your stress and throw it in the garbage. It'll save you from the weight that you want to walk around. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to him. That stuff weighs on you and it affects you physically. You'll have headaches, backaches, neck aches. You wake up and you can't move your body one day because you're so angry, bitter, and stressed out. You can't walk. You can't move. You can't lift your arm. You can't move your fingers. You forgot how to smell certain things. All of that affects that negativity that's in your mind, your body. It affects your physical. I know this to be true. And if you think about it, you know what I'm talking about, because you experienced it. Okay. So I just want to say, I know you know someone that needs to hear what I have to say tonight. Please don't forget to share this episode of what do you do when you're stressed out and have anxiety? These are tips how to better manage your life, to have good mental health, good physical health, and to keep on going to have great optimal health. My name is Ilyasa Simpson, aka Coach ILLY. This is Mindset Monday in the Charge Room. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to go on YouTube and subscribe to the Charge Room so you'll never miss another Mindset Monday ever again. Everyone, have a great, great, great night.
wanna get away.